Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, we have a lot of news coming from different areas about testing and vaccine requirements changing, as well as some interesting news coming from Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. First off, let's talk about Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. They this week laid the keel down. That's the very start of building your cruise ship for the brand new Oasis class ship Utopia of the Seas. Now what's different about this, I believe it's going to be their last Oasis class ship, but it's also going to be an LNG cruise ship. So again, another more environmentally friendly ship, this time on one of the largest ships ever built in the world. So that should be a big headline for Royal Caribbean going forward, that this is the way they're going. The new Icon class is also going to be LNG. So these are a lot of changes coming to future ships that are now being built. So I think they're going to be pressing this a lot in their sales pitches upcoming, and we are going to see a lot more of these ships eventually being built. It'll take a while to replace 380 ships in the world, but every time they build a new one, eventually all these ships will be changing from the carbon-emitting cruise ships we have now to hopefully a more environmentally friendly cruise industry. Okay, another big thing that's coming out, I actually was surprised because I started getting messages from multiple people this week saying, hey, we've noticed that our sailing on the Serenade of the Seas next year, they're not selling it anymore, and a whole bunch of other sailings have gone. Are they getting ready to move the ship? Are they getting ready to put it into dry dock? Are they going to change where the locations are? And I have to say, okay, don't panic, because the Serenade of the Seas is the ship they're using for that 240-some day world cruise next year. So it's broken up into segments in a lot of cases, and these ships, if you're on that world cruise for all 248 days, you know, it may have booked up for certain segments of that cruise. It's I don't think they're going to cancel the world cruise, and I don't think they're going to just cancel whole segments of the world cruise either, because people have paid for 248 days. So they're not going to stop in the middle and go to dry dock, for instance. I don't think you have to worry about that at all. So I believe that's what's happening, is they may be limiting some of these, because who knows, we still may have limitations next year on how many people they're putting on cruise ships. Also, they may just have no more room because that's part of the world segment, and enough people have already booked into there to fill up the ship and fill up the cabins. So I wouldn't be too worried about it. No, I don't think the Serenade of the Seas is canceling a whole bunch of cruises. At least, I hope I'm not wrong in this case. Now, before I tell you about all these new protocols that have started to change around the world, and some very interesting ones that a lot of people might be very happy to hear, let me just invite you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. It really does help the channel out. It just tells you, hey, another video is here, and if you want to watch it, here it is. That's all it does. It doesn't sign you up for instant messages. It doesn't pop up in your computer when you start your computer. It doesn't cost you anything. It just says, here's a cruise video, would you like to watch it? And again, helps the channel out immensely. I would really appreciate it. And thank you to everybody out there who has subscribed already. Okay, some of the changes that are happening right now. Well, one of them, Holland America is stopping testing. Okay, don't get too excited. Don't get too excited. They're only stopping testing for 3 cruises. And I believe the dates are July 10th, July 17th, and July 24th on the Holland America Rotterdam, leaving out of Amsterdam. Once again, this is a little pilot project. They're going to take the data, and they're going to take the data and take that to the authorities and say, hey, look, there was really no differences between here and there. Why are we still doing testing? Or they're going to discover, yeah, we dropped testing and cases rose 80%. So we're going to see what the data comes up with, and they're going to go, much like the other cruise line did announce their testing. I think you're going to see more and more of this as the cruise lines try and inch their way away from that testing requirement that's going on, because that's one of the things that's still holding back not only the cruising industry, but a lot of other industries as well. Finally, we have a story about a country that is making it much easier now to travel there, and that is Australia. Australia has had their flights open for a little bit, and now they're welcoming cruise ships back for the first time in years. So they're making things a lot more easy. And one of the things that's holding back people from traveling to Australia and taking cruises was the fact that you had to declare your vaccine status when you arrived. There's a digital form on your phone and technology that you had to pre-do. If you had travel visa, you had to get pre-approved to travel, etc. Well, as of Wednesday coming up, all that drops, and they don't have to do that anymore, which means that digital form and the paper form both are disappearing, and it goes for air travel and cruise travel. So those arriving by cruise no longer have to do that. And if you're wondering what that digital form is, if you've been looking at planning a trip to Canada, you know, Canada has that Arrive Can that the tourism industry is trying to get the government to drop, but they haven't been doing it. It's because it's a hindrance to the tourism industry. Well, the Australia government is dropping their basically Australia Arrive Can, if you will, and it makes it much easier for people to go in and out of the country, especially now by cruise ship, because a lot of the cruise ships going there are trans-Pacific or coming from another destination as they get ready to go to multiple seasons. So good news, good on Australia for opening things up, making it a little bit easier. Now, you still have to be vaccinated, but at least that's another protocol that's been dropped. Hope that protocol gets dropped here in Canada as well, but it looks like it's here for at least the summer going forward. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.